in a bustling, multi-leveled interstellar mall filled with creatures and cultures from countless galaxies. 12-year-old Juno wandered, wide-eyed and ready for her first solo mission. She was a scout for the United Alliance, a federation that Earth had only recently joined, and one of her duties was to observe alien cultures, build goodwill, and help out wherever she could. The mall was an incredible sight. Neon signs in alien languages flashed from every corner. Strange and exotic scents wafted through the air, and voices of every pitch and timbre echoed off the towering, glass-like ceilings. Every now and then, she'd spot an alien vendor selling strange crystals, orbs that floated and changed colors, or even pets that looked like miniature dragons. Just as Juno was admiring a holographic display, she noticed something unusual. Sitting alone on a sleek metal bench was an elderly alien woman who looked tired. She had pale blue, slightly shimmering skin, and a slim figure that slouched as if it bore the weight of years upon years. Her eyes were closed, and she clutched her stomach, clearly uncomfortable. Juno felt an immediate pang of sympathy. She approached carefully, her training coming to the forefront. "Excuse me, ma'am," she said softly, hoping not to startle the woman. "Are you okay? Do you need help?" The alien opened her eyes, revealing pupils that swirled with tiny galaxies. A beautiful but faintly sorrowful sight. She looked at Juno with a weak, grateful smile. "Ah, little one," she murmured in a musical, trembling voice. "I am hungry, I suppose, but my family has been delayed. We are quite particular about our food." Juno nodded sympathetically. She had read that certain species, like the Nivorians, required specific nutrients, and it wasn't always easy to find food suitable for them in unfamiliar places. She thought quickly, rifling through her scout's kit. "Here, this might help," she said, pulling out a ration pack, a small nutrient-dense gel that was designed to adapt to the biology of multiple species. She'd never actually tried it on an alien herself, but the Alliance had assured her it was safe. "It's not exactly gourmet, but it should hold you over." The elderly alien accepted the pack, looking at it with surprise. She opened it delicately, then sipped it. Her expression softened as she felt its effects almost immediately, and a touch of color returned to her cheeks. "Oh, thank you," she said, her voice stronger now. "Your kindness is rare and beautiful." Juno smiled, happy to have helped. But then, something strange began to happen. A silvery aura started to form around the woman, shimmering like the surface of a star. The glow grew brighter, and Juno stepped back in awe. The woman seemed to grow taller and stronger as the aura enveloped her, and in a flash, the frail elder was gone. In her place stood a regal, vibrant figure clad in flowing, intricately designed robes that gleamed with the same silvery glow. Juno's eyes widened as she recognized the emblem on the woman's robe, a rare insignia only worn by royalty in Nivorian culture. The woman she had helped was not just any elder. She was the Queen of Nivoria, traveling incognito. A small crowd had gathered, whispering and staring in astonishment. A few figures in the crowd, guards who had been cleverly disguised as shoppers, moved in closer, ready to protect the queen if necessary. But she raised a graceful hand, signaling them to stay back. "Thank you, child," the queen said, her eyes shining with warmth and gratitude. "In my culture, acts of kindness are revered, and when one such as you gives so freely, it must be honored." The queen extended her hand, and a small, glowing star pendant appeared in her palm. She fastened it to Juno's scout jacket, where it shimmered, a miniature galaxy captured in metal and light. Juno felt the pendant's warmth, like a tiny sun against her chest. "This is the Nivorian Star of Honor," the queen said solemnly. "May it grant you safe passage and open doors wherever you go in the galaxy. You have shown compassion beyond your years." Juno was speechless, overwhelmed by the unexpected honor. She managed a small bow, which seemed to amuse the queen, who gave a kind smile before turning back to her guards. In moments, the queen and her entourage melted back into the crowd, leaving Juno standing alone, clutching the star pendant. As she walked away, other beings in the mall, who had seen the exchange, nodded at her with newfound respect. Juno didn't entirely understand the full extent of what had just happened, but she felt a new sense of purpose and pride. The pendant seemed to hum softly, a constant reminder of the Queen's parting words. Acts of kindness ripple farther than you'll ever know. And as she continued on her scouting mission, Juno knew that she'd carry that lesson with her, wherever her journey led.